Hello friends, welcome to this lecture on GitHub Copilot. Use AI to write code for you. So before we actually start on installation process of Visual Studio Code, GitHub Copilot and GitHub Copilot chart, we will try to understand the concept like what is a GitHub Copilot, what is a GitHub Copilot chart, and how this works with GPT model. And we'll see some use cases on ChatGPT for natural language processing task like text generation, language translation, question answering, code generation, and code translation. So all these things we will cover in this lecture. So actually GitHub Copilot is a tool developed by GitHub in collaboration with OpenAI. What is GitHub? GitHub is a platform where developer can collaborate on projects by sharing and managing code. So it is like a social network for programmer. So developer can create a repositories and folders to store their code and track the changes made by themselves and others, and they can work together on that project. So that is a GitHub. So next, what is OpenAI? OpenAI is an organization that has developed a GPT series of language model. So next question comes like, what is a GPT? GPT is a generative pre-trained transformer. That is a series of language model, and it is a family of AI model developed by OpenAI. So currently GPT-4 is an advanced version of language model, and it is a paid version. And GPT 3.5 is also one of the most advanced language model available and capable of generating human-like text across a wide range of tasks and domain. And this is a free version of language model. So if you see here, these models are designed to understand and generate human-like text based on input they receive. So if you see here, I have not logged in, but you can log in to the GPT, you can register and log in so that once you type any message here or you give any prompt here, that will get saved in your chat history. Okay. So if you see here, there are different model present here, Chat GPT, GPT 3.5, GPT-4. As I discussed, like GPT-4 is an advanced version of language model, and this is a paid version. But GPT 3.5 is a free version that you can use that without any issue. So these models have been used for various natural language processing tasks, like including text generation, language translation, question answering, code generation, code translation, code translation from one language to another language, and much more. So we will actually start with the use cases in ChatGPT model and how this ChatGPT works. So let's see here. First use case is, suppose you want to generate text, then we can give a prompt like give me the list of top 5 most population state in India with figure. So you can see here these result, whatever result we are getting here, this is not coming from any other document or anything. It is generated by this model, ChatGPT model. Okay, so and this ChatGPT model is based on LLM. This is nothing but LLM. LLM is a large language model, and this large language model is trained on neural network, and there are a lot of work behind that. A lot of data from internet and all this is fed to this model, and based on that this output got generated here, and that can be done by LLM model. LLM model is a large language model, and this is the ChatGPT 3.5 version of that LLM model. So we can see here, give me the list of top 5 most population, sorry, there is a spelling mistake, most population state in India with figure. So I have provided this command or prompt to this ChatGPT 3.5 model, and this is the result we have got from them. As of my last update, the top 5 most populous state in India were Uttar Pradesh, approximately 200 million people. So all these details are provided by ChatGPT. So this is the power of the ChatGPT and AI tool. So next use case, we will see that for language translation. So I will mention like convert below statement from English to Hindi and Marathi. I will shift enter. I like to eat apple. Okay, I have written this statement or prompt. So how this works, let's see here. So this is the result of chat GPT. You can see it converted into Hindi, मुझे सेब खाना पसंद है, and in Marathi it changed मला सफरचंद खायला आवडतं. So how great is this? This is the AI. So next use case we will see on question answering. So we'll ask one question, what is the capital of India? One more thing, if you see here, the chat GPT has provided the correct answer, but the same time it has remembered the previous context also. That is the one thing about the chat GPT. Chat GPT remember the whatever the conversation we are doing with the chat GPT, those get stored, and based on that reference it created a another result, we can say. I will mention, please do not convert into any language, just give me what is capital of India in one line. This is what I have written a prompt. Let's see how it get generated. The capital of India is New Delhi. This is what ChatGPT is responding to my prompt. I have mentioned don't give this me in the Hindi or Marathi. Don't you do not use any language, Hindi or Marathi. Do not convert into any language. Just give me what is the capital of India in one line. So ChatGPT has provided the output in a single line as expected. Okay. So next use case we will learn about the code generation. So I will write one prompt like write the JavaScript code to addition. I will mention for addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of number. So you can see here how this is the great actually. This ChatGPT 3.5 version has generated the code for me. I have mentioned write a JavaScript code for addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of numbers. So JavaScript code is generated here. It has created a function, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, and that is displayed on console.log. And the output will be like this. They have mentioned in comment. So this is how ChatGPT works. So if you want to convert this JavaScript code into the Python code, then how we can do that? So let's write one prompt like convert this code into Python language. So ChatGPT has converted that code from the JavaScript language to Python language as below here. You can see here. So this is the exactly what we are expecting from ChatGPT, and ChatGPT provided the equivalent code in Python for the same thing in JavaScript, like correct. This code got generated into the Python. You can see addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and those are printed here. So that's the power of ChatGPT and artificial intelligence and generative AI.